हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम अपने नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस करेंगे. सो आवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ऑक्साइड्स. अब इन्होंने आपको कुछ ऑक्साइड्स दिए होंगे. हमें बताना है कि जो वो ऑक्साइड्स हैं वो एसिडिक है और बेसिक है. फर्स्ट इज मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड and your second is sulfur oxide. चलिए बच्चे देखते हैं कि जो मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड है कि वो एक एसिडिक है और बेसिक है. ठीक है, we know that magnesium is a metal. Magnesium is a metal. So when metal react with oxygen to form metal oxides, metal react with oxygen to form metal oxide. Hence these magnesium oxides are basic in nature. स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें क्या बताया हुआ कि आपको पता है जो मैग्नीशियम है वो एक मेटल है. ठीक है, जब आप एक मेटल को रिएक्ट करवाते हो ऑक्सीजन के साथ तो वो क्या बनती है? मेटालिक ऑक्साइड. राइट, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट इट that when a metal react with oxygen it will form metal oxide, and these magnesium oxides are basic in nature. And we know that how to check the nature of oxide. When your red litmus turn to blue, then we'll say that your given oxide is basic in nature. Right, now your next is sulfur oxide. Is it acidic in nature or basic in nature? Right, so बच्चे we know that non-metallic oxides react with water to form acids. Right, so or we can say that when non-metal react with oxygen they form non-metallic oxide. Here we are talking about the metal. Now we'll talk about the non-metal. In non-metal, when you react it with oxygen it will form non-metallic oxide. Right, and when this non-metallic oxide, now we have to check out the nature of this oxide. If your blue litmus turns to red, then you can say that your non-metallic oxide is acidic in nature. Right, so here we found that magnesium oxide is basic in nature and your sulfur oxide is non-metal and your sulfur oxide is acidic in nature. Magnesium is metal and your sulfur is non-metal. Right, I hope it's clear to you now. Now moving to the next question. Now we have what happens when a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for a long time. Your next question is what happens when a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for a long time. Right. I have already discussed in my previous lectures that what happens when a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for a long time. So students, we know that when copper vessel is exposed to moist air for a long time, it develops a green layer on its surface. For example, this is the copper vessel. Right. When it is exposed to moist air, let us suppose it's a moist air. This is your copper vessel, and when your copper vessel is exposed to moist air for a long time, then students, it develops a green layer on its surface. For example, it's your green layer on its surface. Alright. Green layer. It develops a green layer on its surface, and copper corrodes by oxidation, in which it reacts with oxygen in the air to form your copper oxide. Alright. What we are saying? We are saying that copper corrodes by oxidation. By oxidation, copper corrodes. Right. So copper oxide then combines with carbon dioxide to make copper carbonate, which gives it a green color. So students, this process is called corrosion of copper. This whole process is called corrosion of copper. Right. Now we'll see the reaction. Here we have copper combined with moist air. In moist air, we have your moisture, water, your carbon dioxide, your oxygen, and they will form a mixture of green material. That is, a green material is a mixture of your carbon hydroxide and your copper carbonate. Alright, this one is your copper hydroxide and this is copper carbonate. Copper carbonate. Right. And the mixture of these two substances makes green material on the surface of copper. Alright, because of these two, copper hydroxide and due to the copper carbonate, a green layer placed on the copper surface. I hope this is also clear to you now. Now we have our next question. Now student, your next question is, name one metal which can displace iron from iron sulfate solution. Now your next question is, name one metal which which can displace iron from your iron sulfate solution. Alright, we have already discussed about the displacement reaction. What happened in displacement reaction? Your high reactive element displaces the least reactive. So here we have a question that name one metal which can displace iron from iron sulfate solution. Alright. So now we'll take the example of zinc. As we know that zinc is placed above iron in the reactivity series of metal. Right. यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो योर आपकी जिंक है वो आपकी आयरन से अबव प्लेस करती है, जो मैंने आपको आपका रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज बताई थी, रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज ऑफ मेटल, उसमें जो आपका जिंक है वो आपका अबव दैट इज हाई रिएक्टिव रहता है योर मेटल्स आयरन से. सो हियर विल टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ जिंक दैट आपकी जिंक जो है वो रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज ऑफ मेटल में आयरन से अबव रहता है. सो जो मेटल उन्होंने पूछी है कि विच मेटल can displace iron from iron sulfate solution, so we can say that zinc will be able to displace iron for iron sulfate solution. Okay, that your zinc will be displaced iron from iron sulfate solution. Right. I hope this question is now clear to you. Now your next question is, name one metal which cannot displace iron from iron sulfate solution. Now your question is, name one metal which cannot displace iron from iron sulfate solution. So students, here we have an example of copper, that your copper cannot displace your iron from iron sulfate solution. Right. कि जो आपकी कॉपर है वो डिस्प्लेस नहीं करती आयरन को फ्रॉम आयरन सल्फेट सॉल्यूशन, बिकॉज योर कॉपर इज लेस रिएक्टिव देन योर आयरन, बिकॉज योर कॉपर इज less reactive than your iron. Right. Now moving toward the next question. Now we have our next question that can you store lemon pickle in an aluminium utensil? क्या आप लेमन पिकल को अल्मीनियम के यूटेंसिल में स्टोर करके रख सकते हैं? स्टूडेंट, दिस इज योर क्वेश्चन. Can you store lemon pickle in your aluminium utensil? Can you store, student? Have you any idea about this answer? So, let's discuss this question. that can be stored lemon pickle in our aluminium utensils.